I'm Donna Bush with your CIG TV News Brief and weather forecast. Thank you as always for joining us. Well, earlier today, the latest government press briefing was held to update the media and the public on news surrounding COVID-19. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
It's really encouraging to hear that 65% of our over 70s have received the first injections and 55% of our over 60s. So those are very encouraging figures. And 12.2% of our population overall has received at least one dose of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine.
Cabinet, after consultation with the Chief Medical Officer, has agreed that once the 90% target for vaccinations for those older than 60, about 5,000 persons, has been reached, that the border controls can be changed to allow a quarantine period of 10 days for any traveler into our islands who meets the following conditions. They must have had a negative PCR test within 72 hours prior to arrival, as well as a negative PCR test upon arrival at the airport here. They must have completed a valid vaccination program against COVID-19 as approved by the Chief Medical Officer, and they must be staying in a household where all persons have received a full course of vaccination. Members of the household who did not travel but who had the vaccination will not be required to quarantine. Until children are eligible for the vaccine, adults traveling with children will have to continue to quarantine for 14 days.
Today's press briefing will re-air in its entirety on demand on CIG Television's YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/CIG Television. Well, the University College of the Cayman Islands One-Stop Center was officially dedicated recently. UCCI President and CEO Dr. Stacy McAfee says the space will truly be the one-stop center for students to get any information they need outside of the classroom. Here are some of the highlights of the event produced by UCCI students. Everything from admissions, registration, academic counseling, health, and wellness to student government will be housed within the complex of offices. Students will also find academic and social support through tutoring services, clubs, and eventually sports programs at the One Stop Center. Well, recently the RCIPS hosted a group of young Caymanians to provide an overview of the various career options within the service, which followed by a tour. Now, the presentation and tour were organized by the RCIPS's HR unit and announced via a career flyer posted on the RCIPS's social media channels. The selection of 14 young people representing both public and private schools and recent graduates then expressed their interest in attending the hands-on tour, which is a new initiative. The RCIPS is encouraging anyone interested in attending a future career tour to contact the RCIPS's HR team at RCIPS, recruitment@rcips.ky to be informed when the next tour is announced. Alternatively, interested persons should follow the RCIPS's social media channels for future announcements. Well, taking a look at our weather conditions, the high temperature reached 80 degrees today, the low 73. The forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with cloudy spells and a 20% chance of showers. Winds are from the east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots with higher gusts. Seas are moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. The synopsis calls for moderate winds and seas which are expected over the Cayman Islands area for the next 24 hours. It's all in association as a cold front becomes stationary east of Jamaica. Radar images show no showers around the Cayman Islands area. Now remember, you can download the Weather Services app, CINWS, or go to their website, weather.gov.ky, for the very latest on our local weather conditions. And that ends today's News Brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush. Have a safe and wonderful night. Bye-bye for now.
Passage across the ocean, a soul lost at sea. I never would have journeyed if I knew that it could change me. But you can't escape the beauty, it still bewilders me. So you go on looking for something to set you free. Still can't find my way. Sky is oh so cloudy, I can't find that sunny day. So I go on looking, hoping there's a way. My heart is where my home is, so I've got to say, yeah, yeah, I'll go home. Just can't seem to find it. No, I'll go home, back to the rhythm that burns in me. Yeah, I'll go home, I'll go home. Waiting for tomorrow, it's just another day to wipe away my sorrow.